Hello, today I'll be taking a look at the Transformers Age of the Primes Combaticon Vortex. And here's the box. So let's get them open and check them out. So he comes with the usual caution paper. And an instruction sheet. It's the typical instruction sheet with the black and white line drawing of the figure with teal to highlight the parts that they're moving. And here he is in his cardboard insert. So you can see how he comes packaged. And here's the back. So let's cut him loose so we can check him out. So here's the bag with his accessories. And it contains 3 guns. 2 of them are identical. And here's his helicopter blade. It's nice that it has some silver paint on it. Looks like you need to do some transformation to get it into the proper robot mode. Looks like this arm panel just pulled apart when I tried to separate it from the arm. The other side seems okay. I probably just have to push it back in, hopefully. The piece that needs to be pushed in seems to be on a hinge, so it's making it kind of difficult. So I think I'm going to do this off camera so that I don't waste more of your time watching me struggle with it. So you just need to pull his legs apart and then fold out his feet and heel spur. And you need to fold up these thrusters on his shoulder. And here he is with his arm panel reattached. It wasn't too difficult when I didn't have the pressure of having to do it on camera immediately. Overall, he doesn't look too bad. Except I just hate these arm panels. They're terrible. They're like loose and they're like huge. I wish they could have done something better with them. So let's attach his blade. There's a port in the back and a post on the blade. So just push it in. For the two identical guns, they go into the side of his arms. There's a post here on the gun. And there's a port on the side of his arm. You just want to plug it in. Same on this side. And he has this bigger gun with a scope on it. And you just want to push the handle into his fist here. Feels like the post for the handle could be a little bit longer, but it's alright. It stays in there fine. Let's take a closer look at him from all angles. Let's take a look at his articulation. His head is on a ball joint. It can rotate 360. It can tilt side to side. There's not much up movement. He can look down a little bit. His arms can rotate 360 if you move the blade out of the way. Can bend outwards about 90 degrees. He has a bicep swivel and can bend at the elbow about 90 degrees. Nothing at the wrist. No ab crunch or anything. His waist can rotate 360. His legs can go out to the side. He can do full splits and then some. His legs can kick out about 90 degrees and back about 90 degrees. He has a thigh rotation. His knees can bend slightly less than 90 degrees. His toe can bend down a lot. And his heel spur can bend down if you need to do that for maybe balancing in poses. And he has slight ankle movement back and forth. And he has an ankle tilt. And that's it for his articulation. I'm going to say it's kind of subpar, but that's the case for most of these combiner figures. So let's check out what poses you can do. The standard action pose, a running pose, which is pretty good, a side kick pose. He can't do a kneeling pose, so that's unfortunate. For some comparisons, here he is compared to an aerial bot, to a mini bot, to Earthrise Megatron, to Earthrise Sideswipe, to an old Classics Conehead. I don't have any of the current Seeker molds, so I might get the new ones that are coming out. And here he is compared to Menasor. So let's transform him into his helicopter mode. First you want to fold up these thrusters. Then you can turn his head around. And then lift up this piece here in the back. Then you can collapse his arm panels into his forearms if they didn't do it by themselves already. You can fold down his foot and heel spur on both sides. And then you can tab his legs together and pull down this the front part of his legs. And then you want to fold his arms up about 90 degrees and then fold them inwards, rotate them up. I find it easier to fold it inwards if you have it at 90 degrees like this, and then you can just fold it upwards. And then you can fold this tail piece out. And then fold these two pieces together, but don't tab them in yet because you need to rotate this piece down first. And then tab them together. Then for his legs, what you want to do is you want to unclip this piece here. It's clipped in at the knees. And then just accordion it and place it slightly underneath this top piece here, and then just slide it in like so. And then you can fold up this panel here, and there you have it. Here he is in his helicopter mode. It's not a bad looking helicopter mode in my opinion. And you can rotate the blades. Oh, and I forgot, you can flip out this piece at the back of his head, which serves as a landing gear. And you can attach his guns. Here's the smaller guns. There's a slot here, 2 slots here, and there are tabs on the gun. Just tab it into the slot. So make sure the handles are pointed to the inside, like so. And then you can take the bigger gun here, and there's a port here, and just peg it into the port, like so. Of course, there's also the port here on the back that you can peg that into if you want. I think I prefer it like this because when the gun is on the front, the helicopter can't sit flat. And you can have it in this configuration if you want. But I also don't like this configuration because in this configuration, the helicopter can't sit flat either. But that's cool that you have options to configure it in whatever way you want. And here's a closer look at the helicopter mode from different angles. I like that they painted the silver trim around the windows. It looks pretty cool on a flight stand. Here he is compared to one of the aerial bots, compared to Siege Springer. For some out of scale comparisons, here he is compared to a mini bot, compared to a Junkion, and compared to Twincast. And I think that's going to be about it for this video. Thanks for watching.